Sorry for the terrible lighting, but the sun's pretty much down. We had to get one more tulip harvest in. It has been so warm. It was like 85 degrees today, and I've been out here every couple hours harvesting tulips. Because when it's that warm, they tell you when they're ready, and you just do what they say. So here we are, our beautiful Easter flowers. I know I'm not getting the bulb, but these will be going out this week for Easter, and they dry store well for at least a week to 2 weeks, and I'll be using these in 4 days. So I'm not concerned. Pretty tulips. We've got doubles. These are parrots. I love parrots. Our Easter tulips. We will pretty much be done with tulips this week because of the heat. We're gonna be pulling these all out of the ground. I'm really hoping that we sell a majority of them for Easter this weekend, so we shall see. We are currently on our social media asking everybody if they want pre-orders, they want to pick up Friday or Saturday, so we're really gonna push flowers this weekend. So, because I'll be honest guys, opening day, you guys saw, we meet our sales goal. We sold, 25 total. Awesome. Last week, we sold 11 total. No, 13. I'm sorry, 13. So that's half of what we did the week before. So it's one of those things where like, it's hard to know and it's hard to gauge. And I wish that I could just know how many to make so they wouldn't go to waste. I mean, I did end up giving the bouquets to a bunch of my baseball mom friends because we had a tournament over the weekend. So I just sent, and there was one of the boys had a birthday party that night. So I just sent all the bouquets to the moms. So they did not go to waste, still people to enjoy them. Thankfully, I would much rather just give them away if they don't sell and have people enjoy them, because I hate when they don't have a home to love them. The footage you guys just saw is all I have of Easter. I had high hopes to do an entire Easter video, bouquet making, all that, and pre-orders and how they went and my process and all those things. And then I got sick. So we had already been battling sickness in our house for a week from the previous Wednesday, and it just kind of started hitting us, and we started going down like dominoes, and I was still standing. And Wednesday night, the night before I needed to start Easter prep, I went down, and I went down hard, and it was all I could do to have the strength to get up and make the bouquets and hydrate the flowers and do all that, because it was like 2-3 at a time, lay back down. But we did it, we got through it, and it was rough. But I'm very thankful, because regardless of all of that, we had a great Easter weekend. We had our most bouquet sales ever. It was our best sales weekend ever. We sold over 50 bouquets. We had a 40 something pre-orders. I had only had enough flowers for 7 extra at the stand and 4 at Prairie Center. All of those sold out. So we did great. I'm absolutely thrilled. Couldn't have asked for anything better. Very thankful. I will say something interesting. I kind of said in the previous footage, I was a little bummed about the previous weekend. And not that 13 bouquets isn't great. I was thankful to sell, because that first year, guys, you know, when you first start, you maybe sell 1 or 2 and you're like, oh my gosh, thankful. But anyway, it was the fact that I had made 25 and half of them didn't sell. And so I hate when I don't have a home for the flowers. I hate when someone doesn't get to enjoy them and love them. And I don't like waste. And so knowing that and talking with my sister, understanding, hey, the week before a holiday, maybe even the week after a holiday, people aren't really going to be buying flowers because they want them specifically for the holiday, and they might wait or hold out for that holiday. Understanding that, I'll probably make less bouquets the week before and after a holiday, so I have less waste, just understanding that. So this weekend, though, we probably will have less bouquets. It's our last tulip weekend. But yeah, just because I use so many for Easter, so I probably only have enough for maybe 10 anyway, which is perfectly fine, and I'm satisfied with that. But I would say it was great. I'm thankful everyone is finally healthy, and it was not the Easter I was hoping for personally, but professionally through the business, it was exactly what I was hoping for, and so I'm really thankful. So I guess give and take, you know, live and learn. These were the tulips that I missed when I was sick and could not get out of bed, and it was 80 degrees that day, so they all blew. Are you freaking kidding me? Oh, you're staying in the ground. You're coming back next year. Wow. Buttercup. Come on. There we go. Hey! If you've watched any previous videos, you know this is a kind of a new garden space on the east side of the greenhouse, and this is where the raspberry patch is going. So I bought 2 raspberries. They are now in. Thinking, oh, I'll just, you know, take off the canes and expand the plants and keep growing. I will do that, but we're a family of 7, guys. What did I think 2 raspberries were gonna do? So I had to buy more, and you know I did, and we're planting those today too. No, not me like, well, now I have to do this space over here. I should have bought 2 more. That's me. Oh my gosh. Katie, you cracked me up. Oh, okay. Anyway, these are the 2. 2 more, so we have, I'm gonna have to get 2 more. I'd rather have an abundance than not a lot, but I bought the Heritage Ever-Bearing Raspberry. And from what I understand, you get 2 harvests. You get an early summer and an early fall. So I love that. All right, let's cut the fabric and get these planted up. Now I feel like I'm cutting the holes fairly decent size, but you never know. I might have to cut more of the fabric out, and we'll just cross that bridge when we get there. There we go. way. The trellises facing the same direction. It looks nice that way. Love to see it. Little whammies. Get back in there, baby. One down, one to go. Okay, 4 raspberries in, yeah, 2 more, and we'll be good to go. Right behind me, we have the cottage garden. What is the beginning of it? So this is the space we put in last year, and we're just slowly building and building until we get over to the swing and surround my lovely swing. But this garden is pretty much built on clearance plants, perennial sale plants, like 2 for $10, so $5 a perennial, or whatever nursery greenhouse has got the sales. That's where I'm going. And then just plants that I already have here that I'm just kind of moving and shuffling around to build this space. So I went to Lowe's today and I got plants on clearance. Let me show you what I got. Okay, first we got this columbine. I got 6 of these. I really loved the pink color. I didn't have any. These were each $2 a plant. And then I got 4 of these mounding phlox, creeping phlox. And I have 4 of these, each $2 a plant. And then I also bought some more penstemon, and these were the 2 for $10, so they were each $5. That is a salvia that reseeded itself in the yard from another one, so I potted it up and moved it over here. And then the Euryngenium, the blue thistle that we started from bare root, will go over here also. I have a few hydrangeas around the property, and I don't have a lot of luck with hydrangeas, so what I will be doing is waiting until the fall, but they will go in these spaces. And then there's the couple of David Austins that I have to put over here as well. So we're gonna just work here, and then we'll add more of the weed mat to work our way here. And then we have the other 2 David Austins that are gonna grow up either side of the swing. Okay, I'm gonna try to figure out placement and kind of where we want things. Would it be a garden without a kid's toy? I think I'll just kind of like that. I feel like mounding perennials should be more for the border, right? I don't know, guys, I'm learning. I'm not a landscape designer. I see pictures, I'm like, oh, I like that. And then I try it, and then I move it if I don't like it. So let that just be kind of an encouragement to anybody. Just, you can move your plants. Like, they don't live and die where you put them. If you need to move them, wait till they're not blooming anymore, you know, and they go dormant in the fall, and move them. And it's just that easy. Okay, I've got everything placed. I'm actually just gonna leave the weed mat because of the weeds, obviously, and we're just gonna cut holes wherever the plants are. So here's kind of the We've got a cluster of the columbine there, and on the other side, the penstemon are the tallest, so they're in the center. We've got a couple of Euryngum flanking. I'm not sure about those, but I did, in the current one, put the creeping phlox here. And then the other plan is to go and get more rock for around this garden space, just like we did for the garden space in front of the farm stand. And then we'll get mulch and make it pretty, of course. I think we're gonna go with that. I'm gonna go find more salvia in the garden, dig it up, bring it over. Okay, well, the plan was to plant up the cottage garden, which I still might. It's just still a little sprinkly, but yeah, it started sprinkling. Can you hear it? Perfect time to plant when it's right before it rains, so you don't have to water. Pro tip. But since we are in here, we'll do a little greenhouse tour. These are all our little tomatoes. I started them late, but now that they're in the bigger pots and they're outside, they're gonna explode and they'll be ready in a couple weeks. We've got our sunnies up here, our first round of zinnias over here. We've got our little baby, all of our little snaps that I just threw in, and they're growing great. Marigolds in here, tomatoes, nasturtiums, more marigolds. I'm not good at the Vanna White from this vantage point. So I was saying, more marigolds. These were planted like a couple weeks after those. So these are kind of the second round nasturtiums. And then the Rudbeckia was in here and now it's gone. Like there were little green sprouts. Where did you go? Did you get eaten by a greenhouse mouse? I just really wasn't expecting the rain. So I knew it was coming. I just thought it would be a little later. So this will be to be continued. It was a sprinkle and now it's really coming down. I'm gonna have to make a run for it. Oh my God. We are now on day 2 of planting our plants. We did the raspberry patch yesterday. We've got the 4 raspberries in there. I'm probably gonna get 2 more. And then it started to rain on us. So I didn't get to start the cottage garden. What I did get to yesterday during the break in the rain was these plants right here. These are little perennials that are kind of scattered throughout that have reseeded themselves. And so I've got some Rudbeckia, but I'm not sure which varieties they are, so I don't know if I want to put them in here. I might put them in our front garden in front of the house, which has the worst soil. It's so, like, it struggles for things to grow in it. It's so strange. I need to soil test it to see what the heck's going on with it. Anyway, but I did, there's the one salvia I found over there. Here's another one and a third one, and there are some more which I might grab. But this is what we're planning on doing today, and we're gonna get this cottage garden started and plant it up. So let's do it. We've got the penstemon. It's gonna be right here. Dark towers. I really love the color of the foliage. I think that's why I chose it. I just like the interest. We have the gloves today, guys. We're gonna try. Times I feel clumsy with gloves on. I think that's why I avoid wearing them, but whatever, we're gonna do it today. Okay. How big to cut these holes right at the moment. I don't really know how big the plants are gonna get, so but we can always just cut more if we need to.
I didn't want to see that. Now what? Gross. Guys, there's ants. All like a colony. Cool. Not. I don't know what to do. Oh, I'm gonna get something else. Moving on. Moving on. No ants here. Just really hoping you guys just watch my channel and watch me plant and kind of see I have a no fuss type of approach to certain things, and I just want gardening to be attainable. I don't believe there's one right way, one proper way, and I just think it's important, like I've said in the past, to get your hands in the soil and start a garden, and however that looks for you. Whatever that means for your budget, your resources, just go for it and do it. I know there can be this perfectionist mentality and almost like well, I have to do it this certain way. You know, I'm not a gatekeeper. I'm literally like, I am your biggest cheerleader, and if you want to start a garden and you want to, however you can get that done, I'm here to support you. So do that. I just want everyone to grow gardens. Wouldn't the world be a lovelier place if we all had gardens? I think so. I think so. Okay, the plants are in. Can't wait to see it fully grown, fully in bloom.
Thank you guys for hanging out with me today and planting up the garden. I'll see you in the next one. Keep going, keep growing. See you later, friends.